Hello, beautiful. How are you today? So I finally bit the bullet, and if someone wants to rip me apart in the comments, feel free. I am not a makeup artist, but I have just completed my very first makeup tutorial on this look. So if I can inspire just one person to go out there and stand in your divine feminine power and do something that scares the crap out of you, but know that you are enough to do it, that would make me so happy. And tell me in the comments section, send me a direct message on Instagram or on Twitter, something. Let me know if you go out and do something that was like, oh my gosh, Dee, I was so scared to do it, but I remember what you said in your video. That is my true hope for this video. So if you want to stick around and see how I did all of this, not being a makeup artist, but after hours and hours and hours and hours of watching other makeup artists do makeup look tutorials for everybody that wanted to watch, stay tuned and remember, I am enough. Ladies, let's go. All right, ladies, I am ready to take this challenge on right here, right now with you. And you know what? If I make a mistake, that's okay. Because you know what? I'm a real girl, just like you. I'm not an MUA, and I don't pretend to be. But if someone wants to rip me apart, fly at it. Because you know what? That is just a place of where you are at, and it has zero to do with me. And that is something that I've learned just recently. Anybody who has a problem with you, it's their problem, it's not yours. Oh, I've been doing a lot of meditating lately and spending time out in nature, going for my morning walks. It is just, I've been noticing nature more, I guess. I've been paying attention to the birds and the bugs and all the little doggies that I pass as I'm out on my walk. And you know what? There's a lot of beauty in nature. There's a lot of, a lot of things that we can learn from animals and from plants and all that jazz. Okay, I am going to be using this little M.A.C quad. I absolutely love this. It is one of my favorite. It's called Showstopper. It was from a good number of years ago. It was a gift from my mother. So I'm gonna start out with this color right here and just use my Sigma E40. I'll show you the tip of the brush. There we go. And great big fluffy brush, and that is just meant to set my primer or my base to make blending easier on the eyes. All right. So yeah, there's lots to learn from nature. Their unconditional love, how different birds interact with each other. I know there's an eagle couple that lives in one of the trees that I pass by. They haven't been around for probably about a month now, I guess, but they are just gorgeous. And I've always noticed that yes, eagles fly really, really high, and they certainly get a very different perspective of everything down below, but they're very focused on their actions, and they don't expend any extra energy, and I think I really like that about eagles. All right, now I'm going to use my E37 by Sigma. It's just a fluffy all over blending brush, and I am going to use this color right here. I'll see if I can get the it's kind of a silvery gray. And ladies, I'm going to ask you to respect my process. I have really large upper eye area, and really tiny eyelids. So I am just going to start over in the side over here and just do circular motions and windshield wiper motions, kind of right across that orbital bone. Go back in, bring it quite high up towards my eyebrow. Because I've got a lot of space up there to fill, right? And on the other eye as well. And then of course, a little while ago I came across a hummingbird while I was out there. And hummingbirds just remind us to have fun and to play and, you know, just enjoy life. It was so sweet. It was like that little hummingbird stopped just exactly for me on that particular day, reminding me to have fun and to be playful and to not take life so seriously sometimes, because we can get bogged down with the stresses and everything that we feel we have to get done, we should get done, and those words sometimes get a little bit much. Okay, this is a M.A.C 213. I just love this little brush for using on the outer corners of my eye, and I'm going to use this color down here. So I'll just dip that in, and what I like is I can get a really nice strong line that I can draw up and then bring that over and then just shade in that little area on the outside of my eyelid. And the little doggies, as they're going by, their unconditional love for their master. Sometimes they get obstinate and it's absolutely adorable. I know just recently a lot of doggies have just come up to me to say hello. And I love that. All right, and now I will go back to my E37 brush and really blend that in so that there aren't any harsh lines in there. Remember, you can always add more, but it's very difficult to take away. So I'm going to add a little bit more color in that area just to darken up that edge. Now, I have, this is probably one of my favorite colors. It is the Stila, and the name of this is Smoke Storm or Smoky Storm. Oh my gosh, I love this, the little applicator on there, and I love how it goes onto my eye. I'll just press it all around, never swooping, but just placing it really all over the inner corner and bringing it up. Because I have those tiny eyes, I have to work with the space that I'm given and not just stop at my crease, because otherwise you wouldn't see this at all. So hopefully that's a good little tip for you if you do have smaller eyes like I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and then I will be back. Okay, I've got a quick little tip for you for cleaning up any fallout. This is one of the reasons that I do not actually put my foundation on until after I've done my eyes. I'm just gonna take a piece of regular Scotch tape, and I'll show you that, and press it onto the back of my hand. Then do it again, rip it off, and then make it into a little circle, and just go along and pick up the little pieces that have fallen off your eye. And this does an amazing job without leaving anything behind. And because you've wiped it on or you've pressed it into your hand, it's not going to rip your skin off, especially this really sensitive thin skin on underneath your eye. So yeah, that is an excellent tip for you. So you don't have to use makeup wipes or anything else, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So whatever you have, use what you've got. Okay, now it is time for eyeliner, and what I like to use quite a lot actually, this is one of my go-tos, is the L'Oreal Color Riche Le Kajal Intense and Rich Kajal Eye Pencil, and this is in black. So that is what it looks like. It's really nice and thick, and I usually do not ever worry about the little tail on the end and whatever. And because I'm old, I like to actually take my eye and pull it tight so that good color goes onto my eyelid. And then I'll do my waterline as well. And I know someone asked me not too long ago about how to get your eyeliner to stay. I have done the priming with the Urban Decay Naked Skin weightless liquid concealer. I will list all of the products that I used below. So I've got a good base, and then I used the setting color on my eye and made sure that that base was there, and then applied my eye makeup, and then putting on the eyeliner. So if you've got a good base, your eyeliner should not move throughout the day. And on the waterline, probably about the only thing that I can say is use a better quality eyeliner, just because it will last. You will use less of it if it is better quality. And so the price will actually, maybe it's a little bit extra to put out in the at the beginning, but it will last longer than the lesser valued products. So it's completely up to you, and I certainly don't judge anybody, but those are my tips for your eyeliner. So what are some ways that you ladies start your day? Do you go for walks? Do you get your morning exercise in? Are you into yoga? What do you do to set your intentions for the day and help to ensure a good state of mind before you actually get into it full on? Now, I've done a video on my under eyes. I believe it was called Over 40 or Under Eyes Over 40. I will link it up there for you, probably there. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. All right, now I am going to do the under eye area, and again I'm going to go into this little one with my MAC 213. Just dip the very tip of it into the color, and this is what I love about this, being the flat that it is. You see that? Then I can just run it along underneath my eye, just very, very lightly. The product will go on under there, and this will actually help to set the eyeliner on my waterline as well, so that it doesn't move down my face. I'll do the other eye as well. And I'm connecting it at the edge there with my upper eye. And going back with my Sigma E37 and a little bit of that silver color there. Dipping the top of that in there and then running it underneath just to kind of blow out that deep chocolatey brown that I've got placed under there so that it's not harsh at all. Do the same with the other side. Gives a little bit of sparkle under there. I'm okay with that. I know you're not supposed to do that as an older woman, but break the rules, I say. Break the rules. Okay, now for my highlighting on the brow area, what I'm going to do is take my Sigma E30, I think that is that synthetic brush that comes to a tip. This is where I'm going to use this color right here. That will be my highlighter at the top of my eye. So I will just run that kind of right up at the top there, right underneath my brow. On both sides. Okay, now for the tough part. The bane of my existence. My brows. This is where I'm going to grab another MAC palette that I have, and this one is a very well used, but this particular color right down here in the corner is the one that I use for my eyebrows all the time, and I'll dig it out and let you know the color in the comment section or in the description box below. But this is what I use pretty much every single day. So now I've got a brush by the company Quo, Q-U-O, and it's just a definer brush for the brows or for eyeliner if you want to use it for that. And what I'm going to do is just work this into my brows. I've got very thin brows. I went through a time where I was very enamored with Pamela Anderson, and she has those thin brows. I think she is so feminine. Yes, she's done the sex stuff and Hollywood and whatever, but at the end of the day, if you watch her back when she was in Baywatch, she is so soft and she is so feminine. And she sticks to what she believes in, and she's always had a heart for animals and the PETA and all that stuff, and I admire her. I really do. It's unfortunate that she went the way that she did for a little while there, but you know what, we all make our choices and whatever, but I ended up plucking my eyebrows so that I could look more like her. And tell me in the comment section any silly things that you have done to emulate stars or other people that you have found to be, you know, like a go-to for who you want to be and who you want to emulate. Yeah, I'd love to read that in the comment section. So let me know. All right, so that is really the amount of work that I put into my eyebrows. I'm not really sure what else to do with them because I don't have those great big fluffy things. I can't like brush my eyebrows or anything. This is how they are, and that's it. So I am going to use my Urban Decay Perversion Bigger Blacker Batter, that mascara on my upper eyelids. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. And okay, dip it in, clean off the tip. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. All right, that looks good. And of course now I have to go into my lower lashes. This is my Clinique, this little guy with this little brush or this little applicator. I just absolutely love this for my lower lashes. Wiggle that all across and then go underneath and pull up. I love that. Okay, let me do the contouring. For my contouring, actually it's gonna be more bronzing. And I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer by, who is this that does this? Okay, this is by Physicians Formula, and it is the Butter Bronzer. And it smells like being down at the beach. I absolutely love it. It is a good bronzer. So I'm gonna use the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH02. This brush here, obviously I've used it before. And just put that in there, run it along my cheeks, just in kind of that contour area, but it's also bronzing at the same time. I always find that I don't really need that much contour. And when I'm contouring, because I have a long face, I'm trying to keep everything very, like not any lower than right here so that it doesn't elongate. By keeping things more straight, I am shortening the look, the illusion of having my face being shorter. So that is just a quick little makeup tip there. And of course I've got a 12 head instead of a 4 head, just like Nikki Tutorials. God bless her for being around. And a couple other stars that have really big foreheads are Jennifer Lopez and Tyra Banks. So those two ladies, I tip my hat off off of my great big forehead. And then of course run this down underneath my chin just to give a little bit of definition down there as well. And I will bring this down my neck just to give a good little bit of color down there. All right, I'm gonna use this Too Faced Perfect Flush Blush, and it's in the color Candy Glow. So there is the blush itself. It's kind of, I don't know, it's got a little bit of a sheen and a shimmer to it, but this is going to be my my blush. And then afterwards, I'm going to use highlighter, of course. And this is, I cannot remember, Makeup Forever? No. Makeup Revolution? No, I can't remember. It's the double-ended brush, and the name of the company has actually been worn off. Anyways, I'll just take the blusher brush end, dip it in, and run it along my cheeks. Just at the apple of my cheeks there. Give that a little bit of color, not too much. And then something that I have actually been obsessed with this summer is by Physicians Formula as well. And this is a butter highlighter, and it is Pink Rose, and I just absolutely love it. There is the color, and it feels like liquidy. I don't even know how to explain it, but I love it. So this one I am going to use the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH04, and I'm just gonna dip that in there and then top off my cheeks with a little bit of glow, a little bit of highlighter. Put some on my nose, on my lips, on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, a little bit on top of my, over top of my eyes, just anywhere that the sunshine would hit. So all I have left is lipstick. And I am a lip gloss girl, so that is what I'm going to grab right now, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have the Revlon Moisture Stain Color Stay in the color 005, and the name is called Parisian Passion. So I'm not lining my lips. A lot of you are probably going, why is she not? But you know what? I'm okay with that. I will just take the tip, run it along the edge of my lips, yeah, so I am a gloss girl. I know there's a lot of you out there that are lipstick girls and you swear by it. Let me know which way you roll. Gloss or lipstick? All right, so there is the completed look. I'm gonna put some Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Grab my pan. And I am working away at a eyelash application tutorial for you. It is difficult, to say the least, to do the editing on that one. I've got 2 cameras that I used for that, but I will get there and it will come out, ladies. If you enjoyed this and you're not already a member of my family here on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. That helps me immensely. And if you really liked what you saw today and you'd like to see more of it, hit that notification bell. That will let you know the next time I upload a video. Drop a great big thumbs up because that helps other people find my content. And leave me a comment in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. I read all of the comments, and follow me on my social media. I like to interact with everyone there as well. And remember, ladies, say it with me, I am enough. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in my next upload.